favorites in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Notre Dame's offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth.
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Hit lined up for the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man. Turning it on. Excellent job walking through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Might be calling a hot route. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. He's got him this time. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys, as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
So Pittsburgh's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Hit right back to the line. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Panthers are marching down the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The give is to Smith. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Firing to the right, complete. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Now on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Pitt pushing the pace. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle, it's Craig. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle, it's Craig. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Craig. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Irish back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession.
Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here we go, the give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him over.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Craig. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Hit right back to the line. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. caught behind the line. It's Hicks. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to set up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll move the wide receiver. Toss to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Turns it loose deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to bully their way in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sullivan. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Pitt pushing the pace. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And tackled there by the defense. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Release to the back. Caught near the sideline, it's Craig. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1 and explosive play has them set up.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line, and I'm like, you've got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Takes the handoff, and Scott. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Here's the handoff. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Hit right back to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down will open up the final period. It'll be a draw. Slithers into space.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
From the gun, the ground game. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Offense is back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Got his man in the middle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
They'll run the counter, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Pitt pushing the pace. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Hicks. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They have taken the lead here in the 4th. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Irish needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. At the 45 on its way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Here come the Irish back on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
The give as they work on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On target over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on third and short. On target. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Under fire. And the couple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Leaves it with the back. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly